Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How you doing today? Well, I know that I always tell everyone to shut up when it comes to your preps, but I wanted to show you guys, okay, the work that Sean and I have been doing in our pantry and what, we turned our other bedroom or the cat's bedroom into, okay? So this this is what it looks like. This is one of the shelves. Okay, this shelf is not completely full yet. Hi, Penelope. Yeah, you're not supposed to be in here. No. So a lot of this stuff I have been prepping for Andrew. Like, he loves macaroni and cheese. The tuna fish, that's his, go-to. Ramen. His protein bars and stuff like that. Penelope Janine. No. Here's the cat and dog preps, okay? And then we'll come over here so you can see this side. All right. And then here we have some stuff up in here. This is, I keep all of my canning stuff in here, like all the meats that we canned, all the veggies that we canned and stuff like that. Because I don't want the cats to get into, where the jars are and stuff like that, because they'll knock everything over, even though I keep them in their original boxes. And I put their containers with their food in front of it so they can't like wiggle their way in, you know what I mean? But okay. And then we have, if you can see, piled back in there, all the 5-gallon buckets with all the other food that we have stockpiled as well. This is not all of our preps, and I'm not going to show you the rest of our preps, but I just wanted to show you the progress that we were making with our other pantry, okay? So, this is how it's coming along. So if you were, because I know a lot of people are always asking me for ideas when it comes to storage and things like that. This is what we've done. So it's kind of like, if you look at it, kind of like a grocery store, if you want to look at it that way, with the way that we have the shelving and stuff like that. This shelf right here came from Sam's, okay? This is a 6-tier, okay? Very heavy duty. These little shelves right here, these are nice because they're like kind of like basket like. So they're good for the Mylar bags, okay? Plus for like little boxes that could, knock over. Plus they're good for cans, that you don't have anything else to put them in. Those were on Amazon. I believe these shelvings were like $42 or $43. Or, oh, you know what? Let me put flash on. There, that's better. So these are nice. These are sturdy, okay? These are sturdy. These are not on wheels like my other shelves are. These shelving units, okay, these are from Amazon. Those were $55, but they are completely out of stock. And I've been checking back. They're not going to be in stock anytime soon. I'm guessing everybody else has woken up. But these are also on wheels. So just to, let you guys know where to get good shelves, okay? So, but this is our setup, okay? Just so everyone else can see, this is the solution that Sean and I came to. This is what we've been working on for the past week or so, okay? So I hope that helps you guys with figuring out, what to do with storage, stuff like that. Okay, because you know me, I would never normally do something like that with showing you, what we've got and stuff like that. Okay, but you guys email me just about every day. What do I do? How do I do this? How do I? Okay, well, there you go. Okay, we took the cat room that has all of the dogs and cats, supplies, and we had to turn it into another pantry. We did. And we've been ordering, one shelf at a time, and, or going to the Sam's and, stuff like that, and, getting shelves, and whatever, we had to do. And, yeah, so that's, it's taking away from the cats, but they don't need that much room to move around. They don't need that much room, but we had to do it. We had to. Because with the way that things are going, I'm sorry, but I'm going to keep with my prepared mind over here. And I'm going to keep stocking up. I'm going to keep up. I'm not going to stop. That's one question that I keep getting asked. When do we stop? We don't. I watched a video today by the Anchor Prepper, Jason. And he said something in his video closer to the end. He said, every week there's something else being pretty much thrown at us. There's always something, always something, always something. And he's right. And it's almost like, in my view, it's just like another fire being lit under our butts. Another reason to keep going. So, it's just, this is just getting to be too much. It really is. Just when you think you can slow down, something else happens. Did you ever hear of the saying, you can change it however you want, but just when you think you're 3 steps ahead, you get pushed, something happens and you get pushed back like 10 steps back. That's how I feel almost, on a daily basis. I go to the store once a week for prep shopping, right? And I'll spend $50, $75. And I'll come home and I'll be like, it's not enough. It's not enough. It's terrible. Well, anyway, let's get into this topic, okay? So, grab your coffee. Maybe some chocolate. Because really, do you ever really know with me? Or with Stormy Bug? Or with the Stormy Bug? So, I just saw this. I was going to talk about something else. But I saw this and I'm like, oh no. Because this is something that we always talked about on this channel. The Federal Reserve. So the Federal Reserve is getting ready to roll back its massive stimulus. Oh, gee whiz. So the Federal Reserve isn't ready to take its foot off the stimulus gas pedal just yet, but that soon might change. So if the economic recovery continues to progress as expected, the Fed judges that a moderation in the pace of asset purchases may soon be warranted, according to the bank's policy update published on Wednesday, so yesterday. This raises the prospects of a November announcement that it will step on the brakes. But even if such a move was delayed until December or January, it wouldn't matter much to markets, which have already priced in a policy change, said Seema Shah, and that's the chief strategist at Principal Global Investors. Now, the Fed could also lift interest rates as early as next year, according to updated projections, as opposed to waiting until 2023, as previous forecasts called for. When the pandemic started to wreak havoc on the U.S. economy in early 2020, the Fed stepped in. Did they? Slashing interest rates to near zero and committing to buying $120 billion worth of Treasury and mortgage-backed securities every month. Aw, they saved the day, did they? These purchases will be rolled back soon, it seems, in what is referred to as taper, T-A-P-E-R. It's the Fed's job to keep prices stable and achieve maximum employment. Over the past months, Powell had said that more progress was needed on those fronts until a change in policies is warranted. But now his tone has changed. While the test for inflation is already met, the test for employment is all but met, Powell told reporters during Wednesday's press conference. For me, it would not take a knockout great September employment report, Powell added, even though other members of the policy committee still wanted to see further improvements, and investors have long expected the Fed to clamp down on its monthly stimulus as the recovery was coming along nicely over the summer. But a disappointing August jobs report pushed those expectations back, and Wednesday's announcement was thus in line with what investors predicted, and the stock market continued its rally after it was published. Now, the roadblocks ahead. There are still a few hurdles that the economy and the market need to overcome. You think? In Washington, the debt ceiling debate. Now, if they don't raise this debt ceiling, guess what's going to happen? Okay. Now, the debt ceiling debate is heating up as lawmakers try to find a way to keep the government from running out of cash. I'll shut up. It's just very important that the debt ceiling be raised so that the United States can pay its bills when they come due. Oh, what a pickle they're in, aren't they? Oh, Joey boy, look what you've done. Huh? So, and that's what Powell said. And that was adding to the damage that the economy and financial markets would be severe if there were a default. Nobody should assume the Fed could fully protect the economy against a failure, he added. Meanwhile, the recovery has hit some roadblocks recently as the Delta variant is leading to more infections and affecting people's willingness to be around others. And as many economists began to factor the Delta effect into their winter forecast for the economy, so has the Fed. And its projections see lower economic growth for 2021, with gross domestic product rising 5.9% compared to the 7% it projected for June. The growth rate for 2022, however, was revised upwards of 3.8% from 3.3%. Now, similarly, the Fed now expects unemployment to be slightly higher at 4.8% than previously thought at the end of this year. Similarly, inflation will likely be higher by year end than projected in June. I said this. As it takes longer for bottlenecks and shortages that drive up prices to abate. The Personal Consumption Expenditure Index, which is the Fed's preferred measure of inflation, is expected to be at 4.2% for the year rather than 3.4% previously forecasted. Spikes in inflation over the summer fueled the market view that the Fed would soon rein in its easy money policies sooner rather than later to keep the economy from overheating. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So get ready for more job loss, more inflation. Hello. Oh, God. I am just, not today, Satan. We have been saying this is coming for how long? How long? How long? Kids. I even said this on my second channel. Okay, I even said it here because I'll reiterate what I said. My father, who has been in finances for decades, okay, and Trish has even said this, but my dad said it, last year my father said this. He said by the end of 2021, beginning of 2022, it's possible this country could see another Great Depression, but it's going to be far worse than what the original Great Depression was. And a lot of people say, no, we're not going to say it. No, we're not going to say it. Never say no. History always has a way of repeating itself. Just saying. All right, guys. If you haven't signed up for our newsletter yet, please do so. You can always get a hold of me or Trish. Our information is always in the description box below, as well as, all the important information that we always want you guys to have. What else? I got to get my honey in the pantry. I got to get some more going. I got a boogaloo. Plus, it's going to rain again. It just doesn't stop raining. It really doesn't. So, that's all for this video, guys. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. Buffy. And as always, fearless diddums. Ciao.